Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and we are actually back in Civilization 5. I told you I will not forget about this game, even though we have Endless Legend now. And as you can see, I was indeed correct, because right now in Endless Legend we are waiting for the next major update when I will resume making videos for it. And now there is this downtime, so I thought I might as well continue this series. Now there are also other reasons for this, stupid Indiana Jones bastards. Anyway, there are also other reasons for it. For example, today I actually planned to make an introducing video for a certain game. However, I overslept quite badly, and as a result I wasn't able to do that because introducing videos actually take up a lot of time. The other two videos that I want to make in the near future are videos of the older series, but they will require some more work before I can publish them yet. So the only videocast I can make really quickly is a Civilization videocast because everything is already set up. All I have to do is just go ahead, press record button, then go ahead and use a bunch of templates and I'm done. As simple as that. The one downside is, I have no clue what I was doing. I do have some vague memories. I remember I was planning to secretly take Rio de Janeiro, but I also remember that it was fairly unlikely considering the fact that, being Korean, I'm supposed to have great technological advancements over my opponents, which I certainly do not. I mean, Hwachas are great, but the enemy has muskets and I have muskets as well, so there's no difference right there. And yeah, there are some things that are not going according to plan. I do have artillery finally, but I'm making it very slowly unfortunately. And to make things even worse, some bastards are stealing my stuff. No, usually in such situation I would try desperately to stop those archaeologists from stealing my dig sites. But unfortunately I don't want to be on Elizabeth's bad side. Let's have a quick look if she likes me or not. She doesn't care about me, honestly. That's okay. It's better that than being at war with her and Polynesia, because I do remember we had a war with Polynesia and I do remember that we have repelled them, but that doesn't say much yet. We are yet to win any wars. Anyway, I made peace with Ur before I started recording because here, why not? Sofia are almost no longer my friends, nobody cares. Polynesia denounced somebody, nobody cares, and I can apparently already end my 10 because every unit has already used its movement points. But do I maybe want to do something that my past self didn't want to? Well, first things first, I do possibly want to start moving my musketmen forward. I even have my shepherds over here. So let's actually go ahead and start doing this, because I want to be ready to actually attack Rio de Janeiro. I'll start deploying troops next to it. It will be, as I said many weeks ago, maybe even a month or more, so in the past. But anyway, as I said back then, it will be still very difficult to actually take over Rio de Janeiro. It is in a very well defended position and just getting close to it will be a challenge. Taking it over will be even more difficult, but with artillery it also can be relatively easy. Assuming that I actually can, deploy this artillery and that I'll have enough of it to actually continue assault for as long as it is necessary. Now, Pasture, let's have a quick look at the queue. Did I have anything queued up? No, I did not, as it turns out. Let's have a quick look at how much would it take me to make an artillery. 7 tens, not ideal. Was there anything else I wanted to make up? Oh, I didn't even have university? What? Oh, factory, but I don't have coals. I guess that's understandable, but university? What? How many cities are lacking in universities? Let's have a quick look. Do you have university? Yes, you do. You can even make a public school, which would be good. How about you, sir? Can you make any of those two? No, you already have both, so that's good. I cannot believe that I did not have a university. I will need that. This will help me a lot with Oxford University, which does give you one free tech. And with this free tech, what can I get actually? Let's have a quick look to remind ourselves of the current tech tree. So there's that. So with a free technology, what I could get instantly? Not much. I'll already get the radio before I could possibly get Oxford University. But maybe, just maybe, I'll get something else instead. Alrighty then, that's that out of the way. I think I can end the 10 right now, and let's see how the events are going to unfold. If possible, I want to buy out the artillery, and... Wait, what? I could have killed your archaeologist, and you're like... whatever, I'll say very well, I cannot afford any more enemies. I am friends with Inca apparently, I don't even remember that. I remember that they were very shifty characters, very powerful and warmongery, but You dislike me too? I remember you! We loved each other, we had this little affair going on, which I shouldn't talk about in public, but really did have... I feel like we have this kind of soul connection, and now you're ruining this all just by saying that I am like Inca. I mean, I thought I am a warmonger, yes, but it's not by choice. And seriously, all those pumpkin pies I bought you, all those chocolate lemonade... What? Chocolate lemonades? Whatever. I gave you... Whatever. Maybe you... It's your time of the week, month, whatever. Apologies to anybody who was offended by this joke, which should not be anybody. Anyway, things are happening. New units for Sofia. It's actually Gallingan. That's useful. And things are moving along. Electricity is mine. I have discovered aluminum, which is very nice. I said aluminium, but in a very short term, so it kind of sounded like aluminum. Aluminium is the way to say it correctly, unless you're trying to annoy some of your British friends, which I oftentimes do, and then I say aluminum, which is the wrong way, by the way. But still, offending people with Southerners is just so hilarious. Annoying, not offending. Offending is not hilarious. Annoying sometimes is, as long as it's not too bad. Anyway, let's have a quick look. Enact culture, heritage sites and arts funding. I don't like arts funding, but everybody is going to vote for it because everybody hates science. Culture heritage sites? Do I care about this? How many world wonders do I have? There isn't a quick way to know this, but I can look over here. Natural wonders, Brandenburg Gate, Globe Theatre, Hanging Gardens, Tower of Pisa. Yeah, oh wow, I have a ton. Well, in this situation, by all means, let's go ahead and say yeah for this. In case you're wondering why I'm not voting an A on arts funding, it's very simple. I bet you a lot of people are going to vote yeah on arts funding. I do not even think there will be anybody who's going to vote nay. And as a result, if I were to vote nay, I actually could take issue with that. And while I do not care about most of those people, I do care about Inca who want to stay on the good side. And they will probably still want to help with arts funding, even though it was proposed by their enemies. So by all means, I do not want to be on the bad side, because they are the only people that truly do not hate me, I think. So it's coming to delegates, it's nice and easy, right there, right down, now done. Sofia gave me a new unit, we know that, and we can level this unit up as well. And I think I'm going to give it barrage, because there is quite a bit of rough terrain on the Brazilian side. And let's start moving it forward. How quickly... Oh wow, I can actually cross oceans already? That's nice, I guess I'll start doing that. Well, yeah, stop passing on the lands of Mombasa, that's okay. Ursik, Reasonable Great Mansion, that's okay as well. Austria denounced people, yada yada yada. And I can still not do anything with ideology. I remember, I think I was setting up the policies until I can go on an ideology, which would be forever because I have no source of core anywhere. So I have to wait until I'm actually in the modern era, because as soon as you reach a modern era, you automatically are allowed to gain a new ideology for yourself. I do wonder how many people actually went for ideologies already, but I will not check this right now. Alright, saliva glands. What can you do for me? I think it's fairly simple. I want more artillery, and this will help me create a fairly nice steam engine for my machine of war. Now you just say you just made a trading post, that's very nice and dandy, and apparently I made no roads because I was planning to use hellballs to create city connections, but I do have this worker and I'm running out of towns to improve, so I could just start making roads. Problem is, those roads would be so long that they'd probably give as much gold to me as they would take from me. So I really think that hellballs are a better choice. And if that's the case, I probably just want to create a farm over here. Why not? A farm or trading post, that would be nice as well. That turtle ship is just going to guard my coastline over here-ish. Actually, no, I just remember enemy can cross oceans, so I should stay on this area, in this area more or less, and guard it instead. Sorry for a second. Alright. Let's have a quick look. So there is a Polynesian frigate. Now, what do I want to do with that? I don't really care about Mombasa getting angry. They will not do anything with me at all until I'm really en masse over there. And when I am there now, not really care about what they do, I'll just move into Brazil's territory. But they do want to start shooting this guy right there, because otherwise he will be a danger for my units that will try to ferry themselves across this. Oh wow, okay, that's a problem. So as I was saying, so I will probably lose some of my backed units, but some does not equal all, and as long as I keep some of them, then this will be fine, at least in my books. Now it's honestly, I cannot stop this ship from attacking whatever they want because it has so much movement. Frigates have so much movement that they can probably swing around back this way and attack my shepherds. So either way, let's just go ahead and move like so. Maybe they'll forget about me. Highly unlikely, but hey, we might as well risk it. I will not buy out upgrades for Huachas. I could, but I want to buy out an entirely new piece of artillery if possible. How much does it cost? 590. Alright. How much does it cost to level this thing up? 95 and then probably 100 or something. I guess I could turn this into artillery. Start doing so and see how we can do cannon fast. Now I weakened my Huacha in all honesty, but after I turn a cannon into artillery, then it will be obviously more powerful than Huacha could ever be. As much as Huacha is awesome, it is not exactly modern times artillery. Alright, the Great General will just continue moving along. I will need him when I attack somebody. As for Gustav Holst, I could use him. I really do want to create a great walkfast. Concerture is not a bad idea though. And, oh, they stole my stuff already. Oh no, I pushed them out! Oh, you bastards, you ain't gonna get what is rightfully bad. Anyway, where can I perform a concerture? Do I have open borders with Cusco? Let's have a quick look. I think it would be fastest if I just go into here. Patricuti, it's not Cusco. So let's have a quick look. Trade. Can we have open borders? No, because we already have open borders, so I can move into their land. That is very good. That's exactly what I will do, because I could use some more influence with every civilization, and this will help me do just that. Alternatively, I can serve those guys up and send them to Brazil later, which is very tempting. Let's have a quick look. Am I doing any... single concerture would probably be not enough to actually make me more known in Brazil, which would help me conquer the cities faster and would give me less penalties doing so as well. I still think it's not a bad idea to perform a concerture over there anyway, because it will pay off in the long term. I might be able to capture Rio de Janeiro, but before I capture anything else, it will take a long time, especially since I will have happiness problems. So let's start slowly moving along and head into Brazil's territory and then perform a concerture over there. Alright, then I think that's everything I could do in this particular turn, so let's go ahead and skip it to the next one. The frame rate is really low. I guess we are processing this turn right now, so it can drop below. It's actually a little bit colored, you know. Oh wow. Knights died already. And right, that's why I left those Huachas over there. This Scallop really wishes it was a Huacha because it would deal way better against those ships than cannon could. Well, alright. So, both enactments passed. This is very annoying because now I'll be far worse with of science, but at the same time enemy will be as well. So, first things first, I can kill some mascotmen, so I'll do this very gladly. And both of them die. Very nice, that's way less armies that I'll have to deal with. Unfortunately, the enemy still has a ton of armies in my general area, which I have to deal with, but I also have an artillery now, which is great. I cannot use it quite this turn, but I will be able to use it soon. Now let's try and disembark as soon as possible. One mascotman will make it, and that's about it. Unfortunately, I could run away further into the sea, and I think the enemy will not try to follow me. At least it's very unlikely that they will. And if they will, then it means that they will not try to attack any other city, but unfortunately I do want them to attack my cities, in fact, in all honesty, because they will just die if they do so. Anyway, let's start assaulting. Probably I'll focus on the privateer because it can steal my turtle ship, and I don't want it to steal my turtle ship, in all honesty. So let's do that. Do I want to attack it outright? Why not? I think I have the upper hand, and I'll probably level up as well as a direct result in the next turn, and I don't think I'll die beforehand. So it's okay. Sophia are no longer my friends, which is very bad. I need to make sure that they are as quickly as possible. Artillery leveled up, barrage and volley is going to be in order. Let's start moving along. Do I dare risk it for a biscuit and move my great, whatever he's called, musician to the sea? Yes, I do. It's quite a big risk, but I think the enemy ships are still quite far away. Famous last words, but whatever. Let's start gathering some aluminium, because it will be fairly useful for us. Whereas you just says you just create more mines and this will increase the production of Cyber Shipa, which is exactly what I want to do. And then the structures I want to make, stock exchange would probably help a lot, especially in my capital, I'll be entirely honest with you. So let's make one stock exchange, because... not sex exchange, it's a different thing, probably. I'm not too sure actually. Anyway, let's make it anyway, it will help us with gold quite a bit, and I actually do have some problems with gold right now. I mean, if I were to go into gold focus, I would actually gain science as well. That's probably because I'm working on more trading posts that I wouldn't be working in the past. So let's do it. Not a bad idea. Or alternatively, I could go into science focus. Which just I hope, because apparently... oh, I have manual specialist control? Really? That's strange. Alright, so let's disable that, go into science focus, and that's 448 science. Instead I could have 385 or 412. I think I'll go into science focus. It will give me less... actually it will give me more gold. It will lower my production by quite a bit, extra 2 turns to create a stock exchange. But I'll get more science, and radio will be done in 5 turns instead of 6 if I'm not mistaken. Let's just take a quick look at it again. Oh, it will still done in 5 turns. Okay, then never mind. How about now? Now it will still be done in 5 turns. Okay, and now just focus on the gold in this case, because I could use some extra gold. As for other things, well, firstly, I do want to move my general. You go ahead and create some more trading posts. Salaba glands. Well, you probably don't have anything special to do. I will not even bother checking you, in all honesty. And Galengan, yep, keep on going. Hopefully nobody's going to kill you while you're out in the open on the sea, but it can happen. If it does, I will not necessarily cry, but I'll be a little bit sad. And no, that's nice, that's nice. Ali says that she likes me. I don't believe her, not one bit. I don't trust her either, but it's always nice when she says things like that. And alright, I'm officially confused by what Polynesia is doing, but they I wanted that. I was about to get it, in fact, as well. That's okay, though. I will get it soon enough. Anyway, Broadway is what I'll have to try and get. Now, it looks like my great musician might be sniped before I do anything with him. And since I'll possibly go for Broadway, I might want to turn back now. And that's simply because I'll actually be able to do something with Gustav Holst and gain more not science, but character tourism in the long run. So I'll do just that. It's really annoying that I couldn't get Eiffel Tower, but after I get it, after capturing Rio de Janeiro, this will be all very nice. Ur says things, I don't care. Mombasa doesn't like me, I don't care again. Century, don't care. Bolic Party 2, let's grab that. And I cannot kill this guy, and this guy is on Deep Ocean Tower, so he's immune to me. That's so annoying. I know I can't enter this tower, but he's right there! I should be able to attack him! Oh well, Civ sometimes ain't exactly the best. That's okay though, we have Endless Legend. Alright, and then let's continue along and keep moving, and since we can, we are just also going to see exactly how powerful Brazil is. The answer is fairly powerful, as in really powerful. But their friend Polynesia is apparently too dumb to actually go ahead and snipe my units as they're ferrying across the ocean. So let's go ahead and use my Hwacha action bombard. Yeah, those are riflemen. Problem with riflemen, they are really advanced units. And they are probably good enough to fight off Hwacha. Let's have a quick look at how different they are tech-wise. Riflemen are in industrial era. Fairly early in the industrial era. But Hwachas are fairly late in medieval era. There is quite a big difference between the two units, even though Hwachas are fairly good regardless. I think Hwachas should, historically speaking, still be very good against riflemen, shouldn't they? I don't remember, when Japanese invaded Korea, were they using muskets or rifles already? They were using one or the other, and Hwachas were still doing very well against Japanese, but what kind of weapon were they using exactly? I don't know, either way, it doesn't really matter, it's not real war that we are playing right now, it is history. It's not history, it's not real history, it's all game balance and whatnot, so we cannot expect total realism. Though let's be entirely honest, Hwachas would probably still fare fairly well against riflemen, just because those are missiles. No matter how you want to look at those are anti-personnel missiles. Enough said. They would probably fare pretty poorly against armored vehicles, I will not. Possibly poorly against cavalry as well, because it could dodge it, but against people, yeah, I think it would be still fairly effective even more in modern times. Not as effective as, for example, automated drones and whatnot, but it could still blow somebody up. And yes, those squadrons were exploding. I mentioned this time and time again, but I just want to make sure nobody is thinking that those were just arrows propelled by gunpowder. No, they were exploding as well. Either way, I can go ahead and finish one of those ships. I'll go ahead and destroy the privateer because I hate leaving some ships barely alive, because then they can level up and heal up instantly. I hate when this happens. And now I allow my artillery to go ahead and level up a little bit. Dear Pierce, please go ahead and proceed forward, and my watcher can also go ahead and attack this ship as well. Fairly good, fairly good. Of course, my attack against Brazil right now looks rather poor. Let's be entirely honest about this. And if Mombasa decides to attack me for any reason, it will not be pretty poor, it will be just an effing disaster. But right now I cannot do much with that. What I could do, however, and what I should do in fact, is as soon as I'm done with radio, which I want because then I can get my ideology, as soon as I'm done with that, you know what I'm going to go for? I'll go for something sea-based. Now, there are two options. I can either go for ironclads, or I can go for ironclads, and I'll go for that. Of course, there are also frigates and privateers, but that's something that the enemy is using right now. And once I get those, the enemy will probably stop using them and start using something better. Now, ironclads, oh, they require coal, so that's why I don't have them. Right, I already have thought about this in the past, I'm not this dumb. So what I could have else? I've got destroyers. I mean, I could get destroyers. They require a lot of technology, but once I get them, I will not need anything, and they'll be very powerful on the sea. Alternatively, I can get battleships, but there's no guarantee that I will have oil. And how far oil is away from me? It's over here in biology. So I could go for navigation anyway and make a battle frigate to make me survive the naval wars at least for a little while, and then try to get battleships. But in fact, I'd much rather go into combustion as soon as possible, because it does let me go for Neuschwanstein, which I could make good use of, and I'm fairly close in this tech tree as well. I mean, look at this. I only need rifling, then I go into steam power, and then yeah, the boom, I'm in combustion. And then destroyers are awesome, and as are land ships, even though they do require oil, which I will not have, but destroyers, yep, no problem with that. And then I could in fact go for tanks that also require oil, so that will not work. And anti-tank guns will not be too useful. Pentagon, however, not too useful anyway. But I could go for computers. Oh no, I couldn't. I would need radars. You need radars for computers? What kind of logic is that? Whatever, I will not talk about this. Anyway, I figured that's exactly what I got to do. Queue up, combustion, try to get it as soon as possible. It's still quite a fairly long way away, but I'm in Korea and I'm hoping to start, you know, amassing even more science as soon as possible. Starting playing it like Korea ought to, because I cannot believe I didn't make university in the past. What was I even thinking? Sure, war effort and whatnot is very important, but I think science is more important, especially when you are Korea. Anyway, I lost my Gatling gun, lost my musketman as well. I think it's fair to say that this attack ain't gonna succeed. There are riflemen over here. They'll just obliterate my musketman so easily. And Mombasa will hate me as well. I think I need to cancel the assault. I'll need more artillery before I can think about doing this again. And I will need some naval units as well, which is bad. I really need to attack British radar and take it over. Otherwise, I'll still be very far behind in terms of everything. But what other choice do I have? I could attack Buenos Aires just for the sake of it, but that doesn't do anything for me. And Sofia, I wanted to be my friends. It's very difficult, but I can try and make it happen. Either way, this video is long enough, and I do need to upload it as soon as possible. It's not that long, but it's good enough. So, thank you very much for watching. There will be other videos coming. Will there be more Civilization videos before I resume Endless Legend videos? Hard to say, ask the Apple developers, I can't say. So, yeah, there is that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.